Okay, so considering everything you know, where are we at? Well, I think the American people need to recognize that anybody that the podcasters or the mainstream media is highlighting usually are people that have been hurting our country. And I don't mean Trump. They don't give Trump the credit that he deserves. They never have. That's who they have always, that's the reason why, like they're doing it right now at CPAC with JD Vance. Like everything I see on YouTube is JD Vance is on fire. And after Trump won, that's what all the podcasters did, was they focused on Musk, JD Vance, almost like they just think they're going to, stall Trump for 4 years. And so people need to recognize that if Trump is highlighting these people, he's like mimicking what the media is doing. It's really what he's doing. Because if we go back to this case, okay, from 2020, where this case was after big tech and media, a bunch of people, but not all of them. Like Peter, most of your tech bros are in here, but not like people like Peter Thiel. So people like him, I see that Trump's taking them down financially, like he did to, for those that don't know, Palantir is very much behind a lot of your AI, and what these people had intended was taking us into an AI governance, and way worse, because this court case is what that's all about. They wanted the person, or AI organization that sued them, all these people wanted a trial. They all settled. They all have financial obligations, and they have obligations to serve the public. Okay, so that's their settlement. Okay, so there's that, but no media or podcasters reports on this, right? So that should tell you who they are. That's so, and the reason I'm showing this one is, you see here it says for Don Lemon, okay? It says this for Anderson Cooper too, much of your media. I'm going to the middle of it here. Don Lemon, here, starting right here. Don Lemon was complicit and aided in supporting big tech companies and the Chinese regime by constantly attacking the U.S. and its administration. That's so true, okay? And that's gone on for a long time. I've always felt that maybe Fox is somewhat, you could say they're a little different. It depends. I don't think they're a whole lot different. They're just more on the right, but and maybe don't attack America as much, but they're still all controlled by the same people, whether it's CNN or Fox. But your podcasters are too. So what this is true. It's almost like it seems like many of these people, they just hate America. They just hate our country. They hate our values. That's why they go out of their way to want to push transgenderism on children, mutilating of children's genital. Like, it's sick. And yet that's what they support. But then they go out of their way to say America wasn't founded on as a Christian nation. Yes, we were. We're a country that is open to all religions. However, our values started with Christian ones. But they hate America. And so I think that's key right here. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because then what these people will push are people that have hurt our country. So what have they been doing? And they're doing it right now. They're elevating Elon Musk to a god status. The minute they think they can pull the public in, you and I, into that bullshit, then they keep pushing it. They've done this throughout the past 8 years with Trump. They never, ever want to elevate Trump. They've done it more in the past 4 years because as they see the public supports Trump, then they have to. But then what you'll see is they have this giddiness about them because somebody that hurt our country, like Elon Musk, and Elon Musk, there was a special deal made with Elon Musk. However, he was complicit in all of this too. Okay? And I'm not trying to condemn these people. They made a deal. But the fact that nobody's reported this tells you who all the podcasters are on the left and the right. My point is, they do this all the time. They do this with JD Vance. JD Vance was tight with Peter Thiel, but right now at CPAC, they're like, he's on fire, he's doing the JD Vance. And it's like, and maybe he's okay. I'm not trying to say he's no good. What I'm trying to say is like to recognize how they never want to give credit where credit is due. They'll in passing give Trump credit. But what they have said, what all these podcasters are still continuing to say to this day, these liars, are that, well, Trump didn't know what he was doing in his first term and he didn't realize how bad the problem was. And it's like, no, he literally said in his first term, I caught them all. He did catch them all. He said, I caught them all. I'm the only one that could do it. That's what he said. You can make the remarks you want to about that, but he did. So, clearly he did, but they don't want to report that because then if they report this, it would prove that Donald Trump did catch the swamp. What's happening now, in my opinion, is taking down the money. The people that weren't mentioned in this, that were directly complicit, but they were behind the scenes complicit. That's what Trump's doing now. Like Palantir, it took a nosedive today, all because Trump said he was going to cut funding to the Pentagon. So that means to military defense, which is great. And somebody said recently, all these other countries wouldn't be trying to get ahead of us in technology or weapons, because that's always what we're told, is that, well, no, we have to stay ahead of this country. And that. No, they would stop doing it if we did. They would. Literally, I saw, it was Blackjack American. Some people may follow him on TikTok. He was literally showing today how Russia literally helped us during the Civil War. They kept our ports open. That's why we have Alaska. And yeah, they were helping us. Yet we've been made to believe Russia is this big, bad, horrible enemy. And I think Russia has just been sitting back, Putin, like, yeah, your people are so manipulated in America because we're so propagandized to, while we're told how, we have the freest press. No, we don't. Like, literally, this is such a case that should have been reported on. But they didn't want to do it because they always want to promote people like Elon Musk. And maybe he did help out, but the person they should be promoting is Trump. Okay, but no, they want to fall all over Musk, that not telling you the truth, that the reason he's not getting paid for any of this isn't because he's like Trump, where he's doing it out of the goodness of, it's because he cut a deal. He cut a deal. So the American people need to recognize that and get out of this habit of just, I'm going to believe whatever, my president says. I'm not saying not to believe Trump. I'm just saying it seems like what he does is he mimics the news. I don't buy that he has this tight relationship with Elon, but I think the podcasters and the mainstream media want to promote him because, again, if they tell you enough times how great and wonderful and godly, Elon Musk is, then you'll accept that, hey, let's change because I don't think any of these people or podcasters are on the side of America, not like the American citizens are. I think they're out to hurt America. That's why they promote people just like Don Lemon, just like CNN. Your podcasters, they just come across as they care about America. But again, many of these people, they weren't on board with Trump from the beginning, just like Elon Musk wasn't. These people are doing the same thing they've always done. They're trying to circle around Trump. Trump knew what they were doing the first 4 years, so don't listen to any media that claims that Trump didn't know what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he was taking him down. And if the media and the podcasters were honest, they would be telling you that. There was a request, like these were the deals they made, okay? So these are like financial obligations and obligations to, this is just regarding AI, nothing else, regarding all the technology and the giving of our secrets away to China and stuff like that. So you could see here in this last paragraph here, it says request to meet with Elon, remove his Tesla factory from China and help sue China. Like, these are all the things he's required to do. This is Facebook, yeah, and then you can see here, this is Zuckerberg, the financial obligation of Zuckerberg and Facebook. So much of this is they have to serve humanity because of most especially what was happening in China because of all of this technology. The technology that's been used in China has literally been a total police gulag system for China, and that's the reason these podcasters, they should have been speaking up. It's our military industrial complex that is the danger, and Trump's taking them down.